Subscribe to MDR. Like for more.
It is now the first time that we have had the chance to hear Ayan Mukherjee explain how he came up with the idea for the film, or rather the entire Astroverse, during the promotional featurettes for the film Brahmastra, and what his vision is for the Brahmastra films also. Despite the fact that it's an ambitious trilogy, Mukherjee always envisioned it as a part of a much broader vision, a much larger umbrella of a more comprehensive universe that he calls the Astroverse. In some ways, you could think of the Astroverse as India's homegrown DC or Marvel, something that Mukherjee and Kejho are able to continue to expand upon indefinitely. Therefore, it is safe to say that although we cannot currently see more films in the Astroverse universe, we can still expect Dharma Productions to release more and more Astroverse films in the future, even beyond Brahmastra and maybe overlapping it too. This brings us to the first and most likely candidate for this position, SRK's Vanarastra. The truth is that even before the movie had been released, everything was known about the fact that SRK would definitely be appearing in Brahmastra, and there was no doubt about it. The most interesting thing about this movie was that it literally began with his character. This seemed to be a surprise to me, as I had expected him to appear later into the movie. The second point is that I was expecting a shorter cameo, and perhaps one that would have not tied into the larger arc of the franchise, but it did, and that's what I liked about it. Now we are in the unique position of being able to expand the Astroverse and take it to its first and most interesting phase, with the only character being that of SRK. Ayan Mukherjee, in a recent interview with the Indian Express, said this, and I quote, "Before the fans were saying it, we were also saying that ourselves. When we were shooting the sequence in 2019, we were also saying on sets. As we discovered the personality of the scientist, we said, yaar, we have to do this stuff. We have to do the origins story of the scientist." Due to the fact that SRK obviously plays a scientist in the movie who is aptly named Mohan Bhargav, which is also the same name of the character SRK played in the movie Swades, there are many chances that an origin story will be the focus of the Vanarastra film. While the character in Swades is not the same as the character in Brahmastra, who later turns into a godly figure, it's still an interesting Easter egg, and one that makes sense since SRK has mentioned in previous interviews how he used to play monkey figures in Ram Leela as a child, and now he plays a divine monkey himself. It's just life rewarding him for his hard work. Interestingly, I thought that SRK might have been the lead character in the third film, and though I do not have much evidence to back it up other than 2 points. Number 1. Because Mohan, SRK's character at the end of his appearance in the film says, "Main kabhi haarta nahi," or "I never lose," that he definitely will be coming back in the later films. Second is, if you look at the logos of the 3 films belonging to this trilogy, the last film has a color scheme that is eerily similar to the one found in Vanarastra. It's a long shot, but it is what it is. It seems to me that we could have SRK as a bigger character in the sequels, if not in his own spin-off. Given Ayan Mukherjee's statement that he's already planning and making moves for the character and the franchise itself, next up we'll be talking about the 2 sequels to Brahmastra. So watch out for that video coming up very shortly.